So the first portion is done. So when you do this, so like for you to do this quick, the part that makes it take forever is the fact that it's cold, so you're sitting here shaving it. So if you know to heat it up just a little bit, then you know, like boom, now I'm done with this too, because that's enough. I can see the indentation that I'm trying to get. So now I come over to this tooth, just give it a little couple bones, like that. I'm actually cheating you because I'm making the root outline right now. But
what are you making, the root outline?
Yeah, because I'm like doing it in 2 steps because I'm heating it up at the same time. So like where I'm stopping right there and where I'm stopping right there is making the root outline. So I'm gonna stop doing it the way I'm doing it so I can show you how to do it, the way to learn how to do it, and then you can do it the way I just did it. So that's the faster way to do this. The way you teach yourself how to do it, we're gonna do this cold, is you're just sitting here shaving like this. I'm just shaving. I'm just shaving.
Yeah.
I'm just shaving.
Do you want to? I mean, I still have to work. But later on, you want to get food?
Well, me and Michael just talked about we was gonna go out to get some ways. No, like once we're done.
But you wanted to get a bunch of.
Dude, no one said nothing about it, bro.
No, but we can make a small group though.
There we go.
No, today's not a good day because I'm so tired, bro.
That's done.
But do you want to come out to get? You could get. You could get. No, you could get that burger. Five Guys. All right.
And then that's done. And then this tooth is almost done. Let me just show you the distal aspect. So right now I'm just coming up and cupping around like so. And that's pretty much done. There we go. Okay. And after it's done, I don't really need to burn the root in here because you can see the divot there, you can see the divot there, you can see the divot there. So I don't really need to burn the root in on those, but I didn't do it here because I did it all cold. So you got to go back in and burn the root in. This is where you want to heat it up a little bit.
That's the reason why, like, you see how Mona's one look like there's lines in between?
Yeah, I didn't do hers. She did hers. But that's basically what you're creating right now. So just
yeah, like you see all those lines.
Right
That looks. It looks really good, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. Just gonna do
There's no
that.
right or wrong with this.
It's really not.
Because everyone's mouth is different, and so
it just have to look good.
It just has to look good.
yeah,
Okay.
everyone's is unique. So don't worry
This is
about
just the
like,
quickest of being able to do it. So now I'm just digging out the wax that I just heated up. That's all I'm trying to do right there. And then the last part, take this, burning everything to be symmetric. Okay. So this might take a while because this toothbrush isn't super.
Oh, so the purpose of brushing it is to make
it look like that, make it look flush. And then after you brush it, so you see how the lines are starting to go away, and you're not really seeing the line anymore. You're starting to see the indentation.
Yeah,
that's what the toothbrush is for. So it's just making everything look flush, like how you see there. I really like that one. I really like right there. And then back here, you can see the exact same line, even though you never saw me burn back there, because I was doing the burning at the same time that I was making the attached gingiva. So it's like a little bit of a faster step, but I don't want you to mess up your denture because, like, for example, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to do this over, but let's say I heated this up, right? And I was heating it, and then I heated this up too much, right? So, like, that's too much because you can see smoke. I'm not going to touch my finger with it. So I heat this up too much, and now there's smoke on it, and then I go and I touch this, all of that's gone. So like you just ruined all of this, and now you got to put it back on, and you got to do all that again. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I mean by making sure that you know how much warm to have. Basically, the barometer is if you can still touch your finger with it, like don't hold it on your finger obviously, but if you can tap your finger with it, then it's warm enough. You should be able to feel the warm, and then you can just glide the wax off, and then you're just gonna hold it. Let me just show you one more time. so that you can see what I was doing. So you can either the second way I did it with these 3 teeth is the safer way to do it.
Safer.
Okay, so that's doing it cold and then going in and burning the root outlines. The faster way to do it is to just warm this up a bit and scrape it while it's warm, and then you hold it here, and then you hold it here, and then that makes the root outline as you're scraping away the attached gingiva. So it's a 2-in-1 step basically. But this part, you're just rubbing this with the toothbrush. Your toothbrush isn't bad actually. It's not taking nearly as long as I thought it would. And so you see how that looks really nice, and you can see the root outline without seeing the lines. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what you're trying to go for. The whole way around. Normally when I do this, I measure like one spot, so like I would probably use this side because this side is a little higher than this side, and then I would just use that as the barometer to measure all the way around. So I'd have cut the whole strip at that length and then just wrapped it around, heat it up a little bit. But I'm only doing a half, and then you can do the half. You can see where the half ends. You know what I mean? So that's the half that you're gonna do. And then after I did that, I would probably go back in, put a little bit more wax back here, and just melt that into play so it looks flush. There shouldn't really be any wax here, so we'd want to clean all this up. I typically just burn all of this off, or you can just burn this and then burn that off. You just don't want it to be there, or you want a flush coat here, but that's more stuff in somebody's mouth. They don't really want that, so I try not to do that. But yeah. So this is pretty much just the gist of what you do. So now we pretty much got the root outline, and you can see the attached gingiva. Like, you see that now?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So like when I'm doing it, I can visualize where I want the attached gingiva, and then I just make it. You know. But as long as you know it's supposed to be like 2 to 3 millimeters in thickness, that's all you really need to know. And it should be like a cup shape, like it shouldn't go straight across. That would look weird. It should be like, the attached gingiva is about 2 to 3 millimeters, I would say, if I'm just guessing. At max 4, you know what I mean?
How do you
Measure?
I'm not measuring it, I'm just eyeballing it. Because it doesn't have to be exact. Like, your attached gingiva isn't the same size the whole way around. So that looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. So now the last part, do you have your Explorer? This is the
Yes, I
last
do.
part. Okay. I need the Explorer. If you don't have your disc go, Cleo,
I think I do.
I can do it.
Right here. Oh shoot, I don't have my Discord code. Do I? Oh, yeah, right here.
Thank you.
That's the one I should be using.
I wanted the smaller one.
Oh, that is the smaller one.
No, that's the bigger one.
No, the other one I have is much more bigger.
No. The smaller one has a tiny little circle
What?
on the end of this.
Oh, so there's another small one?
There's a small one. That one.
Oh
That's the
shoot,
small one.
I think I probably lost this one. Can I see?
That's the one I'm talking about. That's the smaller one. That's the
Oh,
small
or I
one.
probably didn't open it. You're right.
This is the bigger Discord clearly because it has the.
But there's
shovel.
there's a bigger one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a bigger one. I have a bigger one inside the
So right now, what I'm doing is I'm making the sulcus, which is pretty much the last or second to last portion of this. The last portion is just rubbing this with your glove, which I'm not gonna do right now because I'm not done making the sulcus. So I'm just digging the tip of the Explorer into where I made the neck of the tooth, which is why making the neck of the teeth is an important step. So I'm just digging it in to create the sulcus. I'm probably going less than a millimeter, maybe a millimeter. I'm not being exact, just giving you a ballpark of how far to stick this in. It's not an exact science. Like, they're never going to measure this. You don't need to sit here and measuring it yourself. It's just generally a guideline of like me knowing how deep someone's sulcus is in general. So I'm just
that looks good, man.
Oh, it don't even look good yet. We still toying with it. So I'm just doing that. You just want to make sure you put the neck of the teeth where you want it to be, because the Explorer is not gonna move the gingiva. The Explorer is not gonna move the gingiva. So you just want to make sure that the neck of each tooth is where you want it to be. So I'm just moving the necks of some of these teeth. I don't like the positioning of them. I'm just changing that so that it looks a little bit more aesthetic when I go to put the finishing bada boom bada bams on this thing. So yeah, I didn't even touch this one. That looks really stupid. Yeah, you probably can't even see what I'm doing, but you know, whatever. You'll be able to see the final product. So as long as you're listening to the instructions and
Justin, Mona, can you ask Justin if we had to sign up for the apple picking?
No, you should tell him now.
Yeah, can you ask him? No, because I'm recording the video. So can you ask him real quick? I just don't want to be yelling.
Yeah.
Because I'm making a video. Do we have to sign up for the apple picking?
Can one person just stop me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we have to sign up?
No.
Oh, okay.
You come down?
Yeah, I'm down.
okay.
It takes half an hour to get there.
Yeah.
To get there by 11:30.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live on Murray Hill Road. But I think I have a drive.
Oh, you can drive?
Yeah, I have a drive. Someone is gonna take me.
Oh, okay, yeah, you don't have to sign up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm picking up Carlos at 11:30 here. So you want to meet here at 11:30? I'm planning to stay like for an hour there. Like 2.
Okay. Let's do the next of all these teeth. So I go through with this
Yeah.
and just shave into it. So it's like making that turnover so it doesn't look as
2:30 will be
jagged. And as you can see, it looks a lot more aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to
Well, 11:30 here. Because Carlos like
make it more aesthetic. Okay.
I can. Because I'm also driving one of the D1.
Okay.
There we go. That looks really nice. I like that.
Like if she
I can tell her to come here.
okay. So we can all meet like in student
I
lounge
like that.
or in parking.
So I just like the shape that the discoid clear gives you of the contours of the soft tissue after you dig it out with the Explorer a bit. Yeah.
Can you remember if like by doing festooning does it kind of boost your grade for
Of
the
course,
project?
if you don't do it, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, because
You want to. That's the whole point of like you setting the teeth, is you want to make sure that you have enough time to make your soft tissues look nice, because that's the bulk majority of your grade is.
so even for the
hooked in.
competency,
That's what I'm talking about. Like for this, your soft tissue should definitely be nice because you have literally endless time to do this. So
no, we
this
have 2
better
days.
be nice.
2 days. We only have 2 days, which is not. I feel like
No,
it's not.
no. That's the comp I'm talking about for the project.
Oh, okay.
Like the project, you better do this because you don't have a time constraint. For the
Okay.
competency, you still want to do this because it looks nice. He's all about aesthetics, so you want to make sure that you have your aesthetics in line. Because if you don't, you're kind of screwing yourself. So you want to definitely make sure that you. There we go. That looks a lot better. You want to make sure that you save yourself enough time on your competency
to do this.
Yeah.
Damn. Because we only have 2 days, which is not a lot of time.
No, you don't. The first day, for you to feel like a success, you want to have gotten to the posteriors.
Damn.
So, in some way, shape, or form, like I fell behind on the first day from my goal, which was to have all the teeth set on the first day, and then just like play with them to make sure they're aligned correctly. So I was just like throwing teeth in. I didn't finish that. I still had to do like a quadrant on the mandible after the first day of setting.
But that's not bad though.
I just sprinted to do that, and then I messed around with this for like the remaining 3 hours.
Oh, so you're
And then
saying you
maybe-
did up to one quadrant, one posterior quadrant.
No,
on-
I had one posterior. I had it was either the upper right or the upper left on the maxilla to still set.
Oh, but that's not bad, bro. That's really good.
Nah, you wanted like the D4s and stuff were telling me you want to have all the T set. I
So-
didn't have all the T set, so
someone
I lost time on the second day.
Someone told me that you should only set your anteriors. If you set your anteriors on the first day, you're good. You're good.
That's trash. That's trash. You definitely want to have at least that done. 'Cause you don't have that done. You in a
you're
world
gonna
of
be
hurt
screwed.
the second day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, got our details going on. I would probably go through burn this one more time just to make it a little bit more aesthetic because there's a couple rough spots I'm seeing that I'd want to flush out. Fix this, of course.
But fix that by just smoothing it out, right?
Yeah. Just add a little bit of wax and smooth that in. But for the most part, this looks pretty nice. Like I would probably be about done with this quad, minus a couple tweaks and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So like from here, because this half isn't done, because I can't do this half until this is done. But from like here back is pretty much what you want it to look like, from the festooning, from the root details. You can see the attached gingiva. You can see the sulcus. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. So and then we didn't do the lingual, but the lingual you don't really do anything. You just make sure
smooth it out.
Yeah, so you just burn the lingual, make sure the lingual's flush.
I think I'm gonna do the lingual last, but I'm gonna get all my festooning done.
Yeah,
first.
that's not important.
Yeah.
If you